I'm Bill Webb, and I had the joy and pleasure of teaching at the Highland School from the year 1964 to 1972. And then I was called to the Woburn Street School, and so from 72 until 79, I was there, and then the school closed. And I was called back to a very special place to meet some very, very special people. You know, God always wants us connected to people in our lives who will make an everlasting presence and encouragement for us, not only as in our job, but as a person and as an individual. And I truly met that group when I returned to Highland School. They are some of my most precious friends in my life, and they've shared so many joys with me over the years. And I was teaching with them from 1979 to 81, when the Highland School closed and I was moved to Birch Meadow, with some of the same teachers and some of the same joys. But Highland School still stands out as the star.
My name is Carol Castanino Mahn. I had the pleasure of working here at Highland School. I taught first grade from September of 1978 until the school closed in June of 1981. I was the baby of the staff, just being 23 years old when I first started here, so I have made some lifelong friends. I learned some really important lessons while I was teaching here. Caring, we were a very caring community of teachers. Coming here to work every day was like coming home every day. It was like wrapping yourself in a warm quilt. The staff here was very caring and nurturing and very accepting. I also learned to share materials and ideas, and that collaboration was the way to go, and that has served me well. I am still teaching first grade. I've been at Hanscom Primary School, which is on Hanscom Air Force Base, and I've been there from January of 1985 until the present time, so I'm still teaching first grade. And my time here served me well.
There is certainly, the story gets extended even when perhaps we're not teaching in the same school. In the year 1984, 5 of my former Highland School students passed away in various circumstances, some very, very tragic, and had died. I'd also taught school in 2 other communities, in Hudson, New Hampshire, and also Wakefield, Mass. And there, 5 other students had passed on. And so I was spoken to, I guess, by the Lord or whatever it was. I heard something about something special should be said about all of these students. And so on Valentine's night in 1984, this is a picture. I don't know if you can get that or not at all. This is the picture of all of the parents and the family that came together that night as the book was dedicated. And the cover of the book was illustrated by my dearest and precious teacher friend that I had met when I first came in 1964, Helen Thibodeau. She helped me design this for the book. So you can see Highland School was truly manifested in the story. But more so, Carol. She had beautiful parents, and the Lord brought me to their home. And what joy I shared with them from this time, 1984. Carol's mother had a poem that she'd seen in the Boston Globe, and she said, perhaps maybe you could use this for your book. And so, of course, you know, you write a book, when you use someone else's poetry, you have to get the approval from the satisfaction of the paper or whoever the author was. And I was given that approval. And that poem is something that commemorates the beauty of this story, because it's something that when you teach students, you are teaching lives that have been sent to you for a very special purpose. And they're all different, they're all unique, they're all special. And that's one thing the Highland School truly stood out with, so that you have such a great rapport with the teaching staff, right down to the custodians and all of the supervisors and the office secretary, and most importantly, the students and their parents, but also the teachers and their families. So I would like very much for Carol to read this poem. It's called Live for Today. This is the poem that was read at her mother's funeral and also has been read by many thousands of people who've received it in cards over the years. And so, in honor of the Highland School Day, I think that this speaks for what both of us believed as teachers and as friends. And even there's another story. Carol and her husband were married in our church. Oh, I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. So Carol's going to read this poem.
The name of this poem is Live for Today, and my mom, Pauline Castanino, is the person who found this poem and gave it to Bill. And he's used it on many occasions, both happy and sad. I'll never see this day again, the seconds or the hours. Now's the time to take the time to stop and smell the flowers. Today's the day to give that smile and happiness away that you were saving for a friend some rainy, gloomy day. This day is golden, priceless. God made this day for you. The deed you do for someone else may just come back to you. So touch a heart, hold a hand, call that lonely friend. Don't postpone the love you have. This day won't come again. That's for you, Mom.
And this book is going to be given to the library today. It'll be put in a very special room with all the Reading authors. I don't know, maybe I'm asked to write another book. I've got certainly a lot of stories to tell, but at least this one will be very special because it's the Highland School, and it incorporates all this story that Carol and I have shared with you today on this very, very beautiful day in a house, in a place where love was the most important factor for all of us.
It's been 32 years, and the staff of the Highland School still meet at least once a year, maybe twice a year. We get together and have a gathering and share what's going on in our lives today. So those 3 short years in my life enabled me to have some lifelong friends, and I thank God every day for my time here.